happening last week because it was mostly Oscar stuff, but we do have a bit of sad news.
Yeah.
We lost, I know one of my favorite actors. I'm actually talking to y'all and finding out, not just one of my personal favorites, but you all had a fond appreciation for him as well.
Yeah, Mr. Bill Paxton, and he was one of those, he wasn't like a character actor, and he wasn't quite the leading man, but he always had these great roles, and I'm trying to think of a movie that he's been in that I didn't enjoy. Maybe not the best movies, but like he was always a great character. He was always a memorable character.
Dude, Aliens.
Dude, he fought the Terminator. He fought the Terminator. He fought the Alien.
He fought the Terminator. He fought the
Aliens.
He
fought the Predator.
He fought the Predator.
It's like the big three right there. You know what I mean? Like, who can say that ever?
Everyone else has been killed by the most famous action movie monsters ever.
You don't need to win. You just need to engage.
Yeah, Predator 2 when he was in the subway with it, fights him with a sword, I think.
Cowboy, man.
Let's dance! Yeah, it's so good, man.
Okay, that's another thing too. Anyone who doesn't know Bill Paxton, we'll put up a picture on Twitch there. But I struggle to think of any actor, I mean, save for Arnold and the big lines from the movies and stuff, who has, like, from background, so many quotable lines.
Right.
Like this dude from Game Over, man. Game Over. My personal favorite. I got a little dick. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Yes, from True Lies.
Yeah, from True Lies.
You stole my line.
I stole it. Sorry. I didn't realize Adam busting that out on first dates.
I got a little dick. It's pathetic. It's so good. My favorite is when he's saying, "Oh, she's got such an incredible body and a pair of titties," and he's just talking about it. This guy's wife that wants to kill him the whole time.
Sleaze and vulgarity and art form.
Yeah. Well, he was like he towed the line between being like the jock type guy, which is like in Weird Science, and then being just a doofus. You know what I mean? And he was just like
the man had range.
Yeah, and he just did it so perfectly. And please, if you got him confused with Bill Pullman, shame on you.
Oh, that's a joke that should have died a long time ago.
Right. But yeah, we talk about True Lies, Terminator, Alien, Predator 2, Weird Science. Yeah. He directed the movie Frailty, which James, I know you're a big fan of, and I am as well.
Favorites.
And that's one of those movies that I think it was definitely kind of flew under the radar when it came out, and it was a little underappreciated. And it is so good, and it has this great ending that you were just like, wow. And he had great chops as he directed that movie and he stars in it, along with Matthew McConaughey. So this was a great movie you should seek out. And of course, one of my favorite movies of all time too is Tombstone. He played Morgan, Kurt Russell's brother.
Dude, it's been so long. I forgot about that.
He has a great catalog.
So long since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, he's in Near Dark way back in the day, the vampire movie that Catherine Bigelow directed. All these great movies. Yeah, he was in a lot, and he brought something to all them. You know what I mean? He was definitely, if not the best part, one of the best parts in a lot of fantastic movies. So
absolutely. I also want to emphasize that he wasn't always like an identifiable face. He'd do like interesting things with mustaches and makeup and stuff, but he still stood out. And my prime example for that is Tom Cruise in Live, Die, Repeat.
Yes, I was gonna get Edge of Tomorrow for most. Yeah.
The movie where Tom Cruise plays a soldier who keeps dying and coming back.
And he plays the drill sergeant.
Bill Paxton plays this a-hole drill sergeant that's just a hard ass for no reason whatsoever, and he's got this weird ass like tiny mustache.
Yeah,
it's like if
which is a good sign that you're like an annoying bad guy. I think that's one of the things they do. Like, we can make this guy weaselly. You know what I mean? Give him this
things
thin
like that.
mustache.
I'm always curious if it's like the actor who's like, I need this. Or if the director's like, you should just have this terrible mustache. That's
well,
sign,
I think I remember
right?
Sam Jackson's talking about like one of the things he's in so many movies. One of the ways he switches up is that he has famously like his changes hair. You know what I mean? So he does like these weird hair things. But I mean, that's definitely a character.
Sam Jackson, man. Remember the Bruce Willis movie.
Third time's a charm there.
Oh, dang! I had it. The M. Night Shyamalan one, where he played the superhero.
Unbreakable.
Thank you. Sam Jackson's hair in Unbreakable was just like...
don't hate on his hair. I was on his hair on that one.
It was somewhere between like...
Hate on the hair, don't hate on the role.
Somewhere between like the Ghetto Afro and the Frederick Douglass.
I was feeling it, man.
The Frederick Douglass.
That was Frederick Douglass. You're right, but I was feeling that more than I was feeling him and Jackie Brown with the hair plugs. I was like, nah, son, not buying.
Was it Gator in that? Hit him with the wall.
You wouldn't say the half gray Obama tone dreadlocks in what was it, Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yeah,
this dude, it's like they didn't know if the hair wanted to go gray, if it was like, this dude's platinum blonde, yet he's still black somehow.
Plus, it was like Caveman's Valentine. You had that homeless thing going on, but we digress for
okay. How that actually related was Bill Paxton's mustache in Edge of Tomorrow was pretty much if you took like the Charlie Chaplin and waxed it, like that extra tiny, like the true sign of a villain. I think Michael Jordan showed us that.
Yep.
With his the
Hitler, yeah. But
and Bill Paxton used that to his advantage. Like you didn't just like hear him act and see his performance. He had the looks down.
Yeah.
Hudson, famously from Aliens, he looked like kind of a panicky guy. He's a Marine, but he's also the one who's gonna like jump into action without thinking.
Yeah, and Weird Science, he just looked like that jockey older brother that was just this complete hard ass that you hated. That you hated.
Putting him in that wife beater that had stains on it for no like discernible reason as well. Really helped that along.
But 61 years old.
Pretty young.
I guess
it is now.
He was complication from surgery.
Complication. Yeah, I guess he had a stroke after surgery. Yeah, after heart surgery. He supposedly died away.
That's what's rough.
From
it wasn't like natural causes.
Right,
maybe it was, but it was triggered by something. That's what really gets
right. Yeah, I mean, this is a guy that was still working. You know what I mean? Still, presumably would have had a dozen or so more roles. You know what I mean? Doing a lot of stuff. He was still an in-demand actor, and from what I hear, like just a fantastic guy too. I know Mark Harris.
He was in post-production of a movie called The Circle that's dropping. Post-production.
He was on.
It's just crazy.
Mark Harris, the writer, was talking about
soldiers.
Too.
They wear circles on the uniforms and they fight these guys with X's on the uniforms, and they all like get in formation. That's what I heard. They're planning a trilogy. Yeah. And it's
sorry. I'm skimming the wiki now. It's a pretty good cast. We're talking Emma Watson, Tom Hanks, Sean Boyega. It's a pretty good Patton Oswalt, Bill Paxton.
Why not?
Damn.
It's supposed to be dropping on the 28th of April. So the guy was still working. You know what I mean?
There's some interesting heavy hitters and some like comedic value in that one. I'm curious now.
We'll see what happens.
His passing just made me kind of go through the entire I thought about it. Wow. Every movie I saw when I was little, he was in something. Right? As I'm coming up,
he was a guy in there somewhere.
He was somewhere in there.
He's like the underappreciated, lesser acknowledged Kevin Bacon.
In some ways, yeah. Honestly, I think that's a good assessment. I would say he has more range of Bacon, though.
Mel Gibson was in Mad Max, along with the dude who played Matrix, the dude who was after Matrix in Commando, who was also one of the mutants in Weird Science with Bill Paxton.
6 Degrees of Bill Paxton.
And we'll kind of gloss over the fact that I did like 3 movies that have the exact same guy in them, regardless of that was a leap. So
he was in a Simple Plan too. You remember that movie? That was a great film. Come on, you know a Simple Plan?
I'm not perfect. I apologize. Okay.
He was a film student, though.
True.
I'm just saying.
Truth.
Wow.
Truth.
Hater, just throwing his brother under the bus. He's supposed to, of all people in this room.
Nah, man.
He's the one who tells the truth, right?
Man, no, not at all. Right?
Thank you.
Okay, so we want to thank JM for coming on the show. This will be his last time on Geek Down. These people. All right. Well, anyways, Bill Paxton, I was a huge fan. I think 61 is far too young, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to see as many of his movies, just things that I've loved over the years.
Yeah.
Next week. And
it's the best way to honor him. You know what I mean? And of course, you're gonna have plenty to pick from. You know what I mean? He's been in a lot of great stuff. So I'll be probably doing the same. You know what I mean? I'll watch Titanic for the 1000th time or
what
something like that.
He
was in that. You know?
What was your favorite one again?
Oh, Frailty.
There it is.
Frailty, yeah.
Frailty.
I just love his character in True Lies so much. It's so
good. He's got that voice in the face. Like, you buy him so much
the way he
as
picks
the
up,
ultimate sleaze.
The way he picks up Jamie Lee Curtis when she's just sitting there and he kind of walks by and looks at her, and then he just drops his suitcase off. He's like, take this. I need you. Looks back. Shit. And then he runs off, and that's it. That's all he does. And then he calls her, and oh my god, it's just such a perfect role, and no one could have pulled it off like Bill Paxton. It's just that, like you said, fine line between like this overconfident doofus guy. You know what I mean? So it's great. He left so much behind. So I'll be doing what you're doing and watch as many films as I can.
Nice. Bill Paxton. 61 years of age. Rest in peace, sir.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
All right, now